Thank you for choosing the Micropoint qLabs Coagulation Analyzing System. This system is designed to provide quantitative measurements of coagulation testing parameters, including PT-INR, Prothrombin Time and International Normalized Ratio, and activated partial thromboplastin time in fresh capillary and venous whole blood. The qLabs PT-INR Test Strips are intended for in vitro diagnostic use by health professionals to perform the test for patients taking anticoagulants or blood thinners and require monitoring. The qLabs PT-INR monitoring system is a reliable, quick test method for coagulation measurement, which provides information in 2 to 7 minutes to optimize treatment if needed. Before starting to test, review that you have all the components. The qLabs ElectroMeter Q3 Plus is packed individually, includes the following: 1 qLabs ElectroMeter, 1 power adapter, 1 USB disk which includes user manual, data management software, and a training video, 1 Lancet device and Lancet needles, 1 USB cable, 1 carrying case, 1 quick start guide, and 1 error code list. Important tips: keep the qLabs ElectroMeter away from direct sunlight, high heat, and strong magnetic fields. Place the meter on a flat surface and do not handhold or move the meter when performing the test. You can see the qLabs ElectroMeter is equipped with a touchscreen in the front. On the left side of meter, there is a power button. On the right, there is a code chip slot, where the code chip will be inserted to start the test. At the top is the power supply jack for charging and data port for connecting. At the bottom, there is the test strip guide and a built-in scan module. The built-in scan module is only on the qLabs Q3 Plus meter. On the back of the qLabs is the battery cover, the foot pad, and magnetic charging port. When the battery is running low, connect qLabs with the power adapter to the external power supply. Fully charge qLabs for 3.5 hours. Press the power button for 2 seconds. qLabs will beep to enter the login menu. The default ID is admin. The default password is 123456. It is recommended to enable the Remember Password function. Click the Check to log in as administrator. When inserting the strip directly onto the slot, the qLabs switches on automatically. To shut down the qLabs, press the power button for 2 seconds. From the main menu, you can see 5 icons: the Test, QC, Settings, Results, and Logout. Click the Settings icon from the main menu to change the language, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Test Parameter, or System Parameter. Click Backward to return to the previous menu and click Home to return to the main menu. The qLabs Q3 Plus meter supports 17 different languages. Click Language to select the language you prefer from the list. qLabs supports Wi-Fi connectivity. qLabs connects with Data Management System via Wi-Fi for data transmission. Click Wi-Fi from Settings menu. Click the Wi-Fi button to turn on or off. When Wi-Fi is turned on, the Wi-Fi icon on the upper right corner of the menu is highlighted. qLabs searches nearby hotspot list automatically. Click the hotspot name and input the password to finish connecting. Click the server to input the server IP address and port number if necessary. Click Bluetooth from Settings menu. Click the Bluetooth button to turn on or off. When both the Bluetooth and Discoverable buttons are turned on, qLabs can be searched and connected by other Bluetooth devices. Click one from the list when qLabs shows Check Connection is completed. If Bluetooth is enabled and Discoverable is off, click the search button to manually search for the connectable Bluetooth devices. Click Test Parameter and click Sample Number. If the sample number is enabled and select the manual option, you have to input sample number for each test. In the auto mode, the qLabs will create series sample number starts from 0001 for each test. The code chip contains important information to perform the test, including the test item, code chip number, and the expiration date. The code chip is required whenever a new test strip lot is used. To implement insertion of the code chip, click Test Parameter from the Settings menu and click Code Chip. Install new code chip by inserting the strip code chip into the code chip slot. Insert the code chip with arrow facing up. The code chip will automatically be installed and displayed in the list. It is recommended to leave the code chip in the slot to protect the electronic contacts in the qLabs from moisture and magnetic fields. Click Code Chip. You will find the Control and Test Strip buttons. Click the Control button to check the list for each item. Insert the Control code chip into the code chip slot. qLabs installs the Control code chip automatically. If necessary, click the bin icon and select to delete the code chips you don't need. Click Reference Range from the Test Parameter. You can find options for test items. Click each option to input the lower and upper value. Click INR Precision from the Test Parameter menu to set the number of decimal points preferred, either as 0.1 or 0.01. Click PT Units from the Test Parameter menu to set the test result display format to be PT-INR, QC, or PT-INR, INR only, or INR with Q percentile. Click APTT Units from the Test Parameter menu to set the test results display format to be APTT or APTT-QC. Click the System Parameter for further settings. To set the date and time according to your local time, click Check to confirm. Click the beeper to set the Notice Voice turn on or off. The volume could be high, medium, or low. You have additional options for screen rotation. Click the Face Up or Invert settings. The screen will rotate and the text direction is adjusted automatically. Click the brightness from 1 to 10, 1 being the darkest and 10 being the brightest. Click to turn on or off the auto sleep. Set the idle time 2 to 10 minutes. Click the button to turn on or off the Auto Print Upload function. Auto Print and Auto Upload are only used when qLabs is connected with eStation or DMS. Click to turn on or off the Transport Mode. Transport Mode is used to protect the battery during long-term storage. First-time use when new, or after long-term storage, connect the qLabs with external power supply. The transport mode will turn off automatically after qLabs starts booting. Click Operator ID in the Settings menu to manage the user ID. When the admin is enabled, you can modify the Remember Password or Auto Sign-In function based on your demand. You can also manage the user's name and password. In the User Management menu, click the plus icon at the bottom to create a new user account. Input operator ID and password. Click the user's name to modify the password for each operator. Click About the device. You can check the version, device status, and system log. After setting up the qLabs, we are going to perform a test with strip. Let's start with the PT-INR Test Strips. qLabs Q3 Plus ElectroMeter supports qLabs APTT and qLabs Combo Test Strips, as well as PT-INR Test Strips. Purchased separately are the PT-INR Test Strips that are available in 12, 24, and 48 strip options. Consult the user manual and test strip insert before you set up the qLabs or perform any test. We will use PT-INR as an example for this video training. Each qLabs PT-INR Test Strips package including following materials: 12 PT-INR Test Strips, 1 code chip, 1 insert. Important tips: the qLabs PT-INR Test Strips should be stored at room temperature, below 32 degrees Celsius. Do not freeze the strips. Use the test strip within 10 minutes of opening the foil pouch. Before using the qLabs PT-INR system to perform a test, please make sure you have materials shown here. 1 qLabs ElectroMeter, qLabs PT-INR Test Strips, alcohol cottons, bandages, lancets, medical waste collection box. These materials available that are not provided: alcohol pads, bandages and gauze, puncture-resistant container for medical sharps. For a fresh fingertip whole blood sample, you may need to prepare 23 gauge or a larger lancet device for finger sticks. Do not use a blood glucose lancet. Remember to install the code chip whenever a new test strip lot is used. Install code chip by inserting the strip code chip into the code chip slot. Insert the code chip with arrow facing up. The code chip will be automatically installed and displayed in the list. Once the code chip is installed, qLabs keeps a record of code chips. It is not necessary to re-enter the same code chip number every time a new test is run. If the input code chip number doesn't match the code chip information or the test strips have expired, qLabs will prompt a warning message. Install the correct code chip to resume testing. To test with finger stick sample, recommend the patients to wash their hands with warm water and dry them thoroughly before performing the test. To maximize blood circulation, it is recommended to warm patient's hand in warm water or with a heating pad. Massage the finger with a downward motion several times. Identify a site on the finger to puncture. It is recommended the middle fingers or ring finger of either hand. Near the top of finger on the other side, away from any calluses or scars. Clean the selected finger area with 70% isopropyl alcohol or an alcohol pad. Dry thoroughly with cotton or gauze. When everything is ready, click the test icon from the main menu. Input sample number manually or by scanner. Click Check to confirm. Insert the test strip into the qLabs. Please note that the arrow must face up. Input the strip code chip number printed on the test strip pouch manually or by scanner. Confirm the strip code chip number, then click Check. If the code chip you are using has not been installed, you can input the code chip number and install the code chip here. Important tips: the qLabs should be placed on a level surface that is free of vibration for convenient sample addition. Do not move or touch the qLabs during the test. Do not hold the qLabs in your hands during the testing. Do not exceed 30 seconds from the finger stick to add the blood sample. Add sample within 300 seconds countdown. Do not squeeze the finger, which may lead to inaccurate results. The sample should be added in one continuous operation. Do not reapply additional sample or apply more than 1 drop of sample. After the code chip is installed, the qLabs will go to the heating state and display the heating progress. After the completion of the heating step, the sample must be added within 300 seconds. If this time window is missed, the system will deliver an error message indicating sample addition time is out. Wait until the heating progress bar indicates to add sample. Do not add the sample before qLabs prompts Add Sample. Take 1 lancet and remove its protection cap. 23 gauge or larger lancet device is recommended. Do not use a lancet that is used for blood sugar testing. Puncture the finger, apply gentle, continuous pressure until a large, hanging drop of blood forms. Add 1 large hanging drop of blood, at least 10 microliter, to the sample well of the strip. After the sample is added properly, qLabs starts the test automatically and displays the test progress. qLabs prompts test results after the test. When the result is out of the reference range, qLabs will prompt the result high or low with an arrow. Right after the qLabs completes a test and the qLabs show the test results, click Comment icon to add comments to the test results. 3 pre-definition comments are available for each test result. Click the items from the list, then click Check to confirm. Dispose the used test strip and lancet properly in a biohazard sharps container. You can apply the blood directly on the sample well, or draw blood with a glass capillary tube. Do not use a heparinized capillary tube. For fresh venous whole blood sample, you may need to prepare 21 gauge needle or larger with 1 milliliter syringe for venous blood draw. Please follow strictly your blood drawing SOP or your local blood drawing regulations. Important tips. Clean the venipuncture site with alcohol and allow it to air dry completely. Collect more than 0.1 milliliter of venous blood into 1 milliliter syringe. Do not exceed 30 seconds from venipuncture to adding blood sample. The first 4 drops of blood must be discarded. Add 1 large hanging drop of blood, at least 10 microliter, to the sample well of the strip. Plasma or anticoagulated whole blood shall not be used. Micropoint liquid quality control products are available for all the qLabs tests. qLabs PT-INR liquid controls kit including the following materials: 2 vials of level 1 controls, 2 vials of level 2 controls, 1 code chip, and 1 product insert. Read the instruction provided with the quality control carefully. Unopened controls should be stored at 2 to 32 degrees Celsius until expiration. Do not freeze the liquid control or the test strip. If the control is refrigerated at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, allow the control to equilibrate to room temperature for 15 minutes before testing. Once opened, controls are stable for 15 days. Before sampling, gently invert the vial several times to ensure complete mixing. Before sampling, gently invert the vial several times to ensure complete mixing. Before performing QC test, you should prepare qLabs ElectroMeter, liquid control, qLabs test strips. Important tips. Make sure you install the control code chip and strip code chip before testing. If you forgot to install the code chip, qLabs will remind you to input the code chip number and install the code chip before the test. Make sure you install the strip code chip and control code chip before performing the quality control test. Click the QC test icon, insert the test strips, then input and check the code chip number of the test strips. Click Check to confirm. Then input and check the code chip number of the quality control. Click Check to confirm. Wait patiently until the heating progress bar turns to Add Sample. Add control sample within 300 seconds counting down. The system will display the QC test results after the test is completed. INR value must be within the range. Click the icons to print or upload the results. If the control result is out of the range, please check the followings. 1. Whether the control liquid has expired or has been stored inappropriately. 2. Check the operations. Please test again. If the QC test failed again, please contact your local distributor. Click the results icon from the main menu to check the results. Click Search icon to query results with type, item, sample number, start time, and end time. Click Check to confirm. The selected results will be on the list. Click the bin icon will delete all the results. Click the result list to review the detailed information. Click the Print icon to print the results while qLabs is connecting with eStation 2. Click the Upload icon to upload the results while qLabs is connecting with DMS software. It is recommended that qLabs should be cleaned after each patient testing or following your local lab regulations or guidelines. Use recommended cleaning solutions. Disposable wipes containing a quaternary ammonium compound up to 0.5% single compound or mixture, and isopropyl alcohol up to 55%. Recommended names of cleaning cloths include PT-INR Santa Cloth Plus and Cavi wipes. Steps to clean and disinfect the qLabs electrometer. Turn off the qLabs and gently remove any gross debris and wipe the entire surface with cloths recommended above. Using a new cloth, gently wipe the entire housing, including the LCD screen, sample, and button areas. Do not insert or press cloth into the test strip guide, data port, or power supply jack areas. Keep qLabs in a dry environment to avoid moisture. Please review cleaning procedures as detailed in the user manual for additional instruction. qLabs Electrometer Cleaning Strip is also available for qLabs internal cleaning and disinfection. You can purchase cleaning strip from your local distributor. Simply insert the cleaning strip into the strip port and pull out for several times to clean the internal part of the strip port. Remember to return the qLabs to the protective carry case for storage. The eStation 2 is a base providing extended functions to qLabs, such as power supply, printing and transmission, etc. You can see the printer cover, charging port, blue ring and light strip, on-off button, and the printer cover button. There is the network port, power interface, the serial port on top, and the eStation 2. Connect the eStation 2 to the AC power supply with the power adapter. You can rotate this button to open the printer cover and install the print paper as shown. Place the new thermal paper into the paper roll slot. Allow a small portion of the paper to extend outside of the printer cover. The eStation 2 shows its working condition with light. The ring light strip flashes indicates the device is powered on, but the Bluetooth is not connected or interrupted. When qLabs Bluetooth is set enabled, the qLabs will automatically search for the eStation 2 and connect. A constantly illuminated light indicates that eStation 2 is connected correctly via Bluetooth. After qLabs connects with eStation 2 via Bluetooth, check the print icon to print the report in qLabs. Place qLabs onto the charging port slot for charging. The charging port is magnetic and will properly align the qLabs automatically. Data management software, referred to as DMS, is mainly used for the management of the test data from qLabs. Connect qLabs to the computer via the USB cable. You can view the device information in the DMS. Here are the way for customer to upload data. However, you need to make sure the device is online before performing the next step. Click Upload to upload the data from qLabs to PC. You will see the corresponding data in DMS. Consult the instruction of DMS for further information. We will provide you a detailed communication protocol to connect qLabs with external information system, such as laboratory information systems. The protocol includes format, method, and command of communication. Contact your local distributor for the full-size protocol. When you receive an error code, refer to the error codes list and corrective actions. If you receive a second error code, contact your local distributor technical support for assistance. Do not interpret an error code as a patient result. Thank you for choosing the Micropoint qLabs Q3 Plus electrometer.